Welcome back, everyone. It was an interesting work week this week. Didn't have a lot of downtime during that time to do any streams during the work week, but we're back. And I think it's time for an important geography lesson. It's very important to remember that, well, it is spring going into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, where Australia is located, it's winter, or will be shortly. And you know what winter means. That's right. We're starting the expansion. Apparently there's another expansion coming out next week that I saw the trailer for. It looks bananas. All I'm going to say is if you were ever, you know, an 8-year-old boy with a Hot Wheels set and wondered what it would be like if those were real cars, yeah, that's what the expansion's going to look like. So, really? I thought I had already installed this. Well, This is some silliness. Thought I already had all this installed, but okay. Loaded. So, while that downloads, we're gonna do some championships. So, yay, preparation. I feel like a right idiot. So let's go do some races while I download 3 gigs. Maybe we won't get to play the expansion today before the IndyCar race.
200 yards, turn right.
And of course it's lightning like crazy, and every time there's a big bolt of lightning, my monitor on my computer seems to turn off. I think it's making my AC do something weird. There's something funny that's going on with my air conditioner and my computer monitor. I don't even know what it could be. And I see that we have a spin, so maybe we should take that spin. Oh, let's do that actually, and then we'll drive on over there. It's a shame I can't put a bar up on screen that tells me how far my download of the expansion is. I really thought when I bought the pass for it that it had already installed it. So that one's on me. Oh cool, we only won like nothing, so that's cool. Okay, we're gonna go do some racing while we wait for the expansion to actually install. Man, like, really great at preparing for this, huh? Real professional work. So I did manage in my off recording playing. How do words? Playing. I got all the bonus boards and the fast travel boards, so we can fast travel around now, which is cool.
The Horizon Hypercars Championship. Hold on to your teeth.
Hold on to your teeth. Are they going to come out? I don't want my teeth to come out. Well, that loads real quick. Let me see how that download progress looks. I'm actually not sure what you guys are seeing when I'm going out into the menus. I think you're still seeing the game, so that's good. It's going to take it a while to download the expansion. We may not actually get to play it tonight. I am really sorry that I might have teased you guys like that. That was not my intention. Because I honestly thought that when it downloaded the pass for the expansions, that it was unlocking the expansions, a la, like, Burnout Paradise, where, you know, you had everything downloaded, to unlock it, you had to have the 2 meg thing that flags said, oh, nope, they have all these DLCs, let them play them. I feel like we've done this circuit a few times. Just never in hypercars. What are you doing? Look at the shark fin on that. 5 laps? But anyway, like I was saying, if you haven't seen the trailer for the Hot Wheels expansion... Oh, he can just completely blow off a checkpoint, huh? The Hot Wheels expansion for this. Look, I don't know how it's going to integrate into the game. I'm hoping it's like a thing you turn on and off, because it looks like it uses some parts of the original game world, as well as some new assets. Well, obviously, they're new assets. There's an orange Hot Wheels track lying around, but it looks bananas. Ooh. Got the blinds open, just a huge bolt of lightning out there. Yeah, it's gonna be a rainy weekend here for me. They're talking like 5 to 9 inches of rain before Monday morning, which is a lot. I've seen worse. Ow, jerk. If anybody remembers, oh, this was, I want to say, probably 6 years ago now. The Great Floods of Middle Tennessee. I was there for those. We got like 12 inches of rain in 12 hours. It was a lot of water. I was fortunately in an area that most of the flooding we saw right where I was superficial, more, oh wow, that field's full of water, oh that parking lot's, you know, under a foot of water, but, you know, not a whole lot of property damage except the people who ignored the advice of move your car out of that parking lot near the dry creek bed because it's gonna flood. Yeah, some people didn't heed that warning and had some major water damage. And then, of course, people decided to go swimming in all that water, only to be run off by the, I think it was a truck from the city that was like, guys, there's a sewage leak that's been caused by all this water backing up, and you're probably swimming in sewage, stupid. The drunk frat boys got out of that water pretty damn quick. When you tell frat boys they're probably swimming in shit, apparently that's not okay for them. I mean, we all know what some frat boys are up to, but literally swimming in sewage, that's a line. You know, taking advantage of... I'm gonna leave that alone. There are some frats that are perfectly good, but we all know there's that one frat that gives them all a bad name, that, you know, they're getting girls drunk and doing things they shouldn't be doing. There were a few of them out there. Everybody that went to college knows that guy who was the scumbag piece of crap, and that you really hoped that was going to keep himself out of trouble. You always encourage him. It's like, hey, dude, maybe you shouldn't go to that party and get so wasted that you do things you don't remember. Fortunately, most of my friends weren't like that, and the couple that were wised up pretty quickly on before they got themselves in any trouble or hurt anybody. But little pro tip to anybody that's, you know, just starting off with college. Yeah, there's a lot of freedom, a lot of fun, but you got to be responsible too. Responsibility matters. And just because you can do things that your parents wouldn't be okay with you doing, don't do anything that you wouldn't be comfortable explaining to your mother why she's getting a call about it. Pro tip there. Of course, I'm also going to recommend, don't be like me that didn't do anything. It was 3 years before I even started going to sporting events. Go to sporting events. Find friends. Don't spend your whole time watching YouTube and playing Xbox. Says the guy who you're watching on YouTube and or Twitch playing Xbox. But, I mean, come on. Alright, we're going to get a prize spin. Now that we've had a really heavy topic for the episode. Bah, just cash. I really should just use all these loading screens to give you guys progress updates on how the how 800 megabytes downloaded out of 3.3 gigs. So we're actually getting there. We might actually get to play the expansion today. I don't know if I'll have to restart the game. Why did it dump me back to the festival location? Why did it do that? Secondary question, why did it drop me back to Byron Bay?
Welcome back, Timothy.
Did I do something that confused it?
Championship. Would you like me to set a route?
I must have done something there that confused the game. But what it could have been, I'm not really sure. That's just weird.
In 400 yards, bear left.
Now, while I said fast travel is now free, it's no fun to fast travel around a world like this. I mean, I don't know if I've said this on a recording yet, but I am considering doing a fresh playthrough of Skyrim. I'm thinking if I do that and put it out there for you guys, no fast travel, probably install some hardcore mods, kind of make it a very, very different game. I was even almost thinking of doing a whole bunch of Zelda spoofs, although I think the Breath of the Wild hype... How strong is Breath of the Wild hype still? Like, I'm still watching another streamer who's playing it, and I am really far behind. I'm watching that. Holy hell! So, like I said, this is a nice thunderstorm going on outside. I was just blinded by a bolt of lightning outside the window. So, I apologize for that out of nowhere exclamation to something you guys can't see. What was I talking about? Breath of the Wild. There's a... Wow, that was... really long clap of thunder. I'm watching a guy stream it, but, you know, I'm watching his VOD. I'm watching it on YouTube, but this thunderclap is still actually going on. I think I'm on part 14 and he's at like 23 now, so I'm really far behind. And he's doing like 3 or 4 hour sessions at times. So I'm enjoying watching that game. Still don't think I'm in a place where it makes sense to buy a Switch. Buy a Twitch. I'm losing the ability to speak apparently. But I think that's something that's going to be on my holiday list. I say in, well, almost May. So.
Turn right.
Oh, missed that turn. Where are we? Wow, that was just a silly corner. But, you know, it looks like they're by holidays this year, there should be plenty of stuff on there to play. There should be Skyrim, Minecraft, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart. And I'm a little more okay with that. For me, here's the stupid thing. Yeah, it's technically just a remaster and update to the Wii U version. I never played that one, though. I never had a Wii U. So, I'm a little more okay with it, because to me, it's all new. I mean, I've watched a bit of stuff with it, and I still think the Mario Karts that I enjoyed the most are some of the older ones, where they were a little more conventional kart racers. But that's just my taste, and maybe it's just because I haven't played the completely cuckoo bananas anti-grav stuff that's in that game. I mean, I have, was it 7 on the DS? Well, 3DS. And I kind of like some of the elements of the hang glider stuff, but it all feels unnecessary. The underwater I don't like. The underwater shouldn't have been a thing. It was just it was so slow. Man, I don't think I like racing at night in this game, but I think that also depends on where the course is, because some of these courses at night are fine. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to hit that tree. I clobbered that damn tree, though. Oh, there was a checkpoint there. I forgot. I have to hit the checkpoints, don't I? But not the walls. Checkpoints good, walls bad. I really, the Forza, the rewind, I am forgetting there's a freaking corner. Let me get to this corner, then I'll talk. I like the way Forza's got that rewind feature set up. It makes it so, you know, you can turn it off and make the game really hardcore. But it works so much better than some of the rewind systems I've had in other games. Like the Codemasters games, the F1 games, they really tried. I mean, Dirt had it too, I think. But it it felt like even on the easy levels on that game that it really would penalize you for using that thing, which made the game very, very difficult. And you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're gonna give me a feature that's supposed to make the game easier and kind of give me a safety net, make it that. Forza, it's just a safety net there. Although I remember in Forza 3 in the endurance races, after a while it stopped working. Like, apparently it just was unable to rewind at a certain point. Which I think they fixed in 6, because I've done a lot of those long showcase races and never had a problem. Where if I decided, oh shit, I missed that corner, oh shit, I should have pitted there and want to rewind real quick, you can do it. But you know, it's a fun little feature. It's a shame you can't have that in real life. I think there's been a couple of movies with that premise. That, oh, I can roll back time, or I can stop time, or I can fast forward time. That's one of those silly movie things. I've never seen a great movie with that premise. But it's one of those things, like, if you could have that, that would be so cool. I'd love to be able to do that. Like, if I'm working on something, I need more time to think about it. Just pause time and think about it for a minute. I'm, you know, sitting somewhere waiting on an appointment or something. It's like, oh, well, I don't have anything to do here for this half hour. I'll just fast forward this half hour and it'll be over. You got somewhere you have to be that you don't want to be. Well, you just have to be there. Fast forward through that crap. You're really tired and haven't got enough sleep. Pause time, go back to sleep. Unpause time after you get some sleep. There's no excuse for not getting 8 hours of sleep every night that way. Of course, then I guess there would be problems with that. You're going to start... That would be interesting, though. I might have to write a short story on that. I'm not a writer, but I always have these ideas, and I always think I should write them down instead of just like saying them or thinking them through. I write them down. Like, it feels something about an idea feels substantial when you write it down. I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed that. Like, you just have this idea for something you want to do, or just this kind of daydream you're having. You write down what that is, and it always seems that little bit more substantial. And I don't do that a lot. I think something, though, that I might want to go looking for. I'm sure there's a good subreddit for that kind of stuff. And I kind of like to find it, because reading other people's kind of daydreams that they've thought out a little too much sometimes can be really interesting. And it's fun kind of conversations to have with your friend, like, oh, what would you do with that? And how would that work if it was a thing? Just trying to thought experiment yourself around that. Other day at work, me and one of my coworkers, I don't remember how this came up, but we came up with an idea for a really silly comedy movie. It's a stoner vampire flick, and I think that's all I really want to say about it. But like, we came up with, you know, what the characters would be, what the plot would be, who we would cast in it, how the story would go, and it's, you know, we're like, this is a dumb idea, but it's not any dumber than what these people have made. Now you see why maybe I'm not saying who those people are, because, you know, I think my taste in comedy is a little different than most people. I know a lot of people think Will Ferrell's hilarious, really like his stuff. I don't think I've ever watched a Will Ferrell movie I enjoyed. Didn't enjoy Elf. I know a lot of people did. I don't know what it was about it. It didn't do anything for me. Granted, I also don't enjoy, what's that, Christmas Story. I don't like that movie either. So, maybe it's just something about me, that some of these movies that people really like just don't do anything for me. I mean, I always say the best Christmas movies Die Hard. I know some other people agree with that. It's, you know, it's a good movie. I like it. Whereas a lot of, you know, overtly Christmas movies I'm not really into. But the topic there was Will Ferrell. Like, all of his movies I've seen just didn't do anything for me. It was like, I liked, like, what's the best one? Is it Semi-Pro? I watched that on cable or something. And honestly, I liked everything in the movie except the Will Ferrell bits. Like, when he was trying to be funny, it wasn't working for me. But when he was trying to be somewhat serious, the whole story around him, when other people were being funny playing off of him, I kind of liked. Honestly, I thought that was a really interesting story. It made me read up on the actual events it was based on, but it was one of those, like, yeah, I don't think I liked Will Ferrell in that. But his movies make tons of money. A lot of people like him, so there's something there for somebody. It's just it doesn't do anything for me. It's not my thing. So I don't go out and watch it. People are like, oh, why haven't you seen that movie? It's like, because from experience, I know I'm not going to like it. Why should I go see something I'm not going to like, and then, you know, then I'm just going to, you know, to use an expression, you know, take a whiz in somebody's Cheerios and just ruin something you like. If you like it, you like it. If it's not for me, it's not for me. Wow, what is with this stutter? Did you guys see that hardcore stuttering that just happened? But you know, a lot of modern comedies just don't do a whole lot for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's. I wish I knew what it was. That I just doesn't do anything for me. I'm trying to think of some other comedies that have come out recently that I've seen. I think I stopped going to these movies because I hadn't seen one I liked. Wow, more really impressive lightning outside. I mean, the comedies I enjoy are stuff like, you know, Spaceballs and Airplane that aren't all that different than what they're making now. That's what befuddles me, is why am I not able to connect to these more modern movies that feel like they're trying to do the same things?
In 400 yards, turn left.
And I don't know what it is. And it's maybe that they're trying too hard to do the same thing, and that I don't see them doing anything new. I don't know. I'm really trying hard to think of a comedy that I've seen recently. Well, I can think of a more modern comedy I like. I like Idiocracy, although I've only ever seen the TV edit that kind of tones down some of the crass humor that I honestly probably wouldn't find all that funny in the movie. Because it's the kind of cheap, stupid, you know, vulgar humor that, you know, you can get from your coworkers on a Friday afternoon. It's... I guess maybe I expect more out of movies than what I get hanging out with, you know, people I know and my friends. Oh, and maybe that's what it is. Man, I'm really hoping... Oh, I think I hit him. I'm really hoping this expansion gets installed about the time we finish this championship, because, like I said, I was really wanting to play the expansion for you guys, not do stuff that, you know, is just going for that 100% completion point. Okay, well, it loads here real quick. I'm going to check. So, you guys enjoy the load screen. It's at 2.3 gig out of 3.3. So, I think it's actually going to finish before we finish this championship. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other comedy movies that I really kind of enjoy. Like I can think of some big ones, like, you know, the Ace Ventura movies. They're funny. I don't find myself. I don't know what the word I want to use. Like, I can watch a Monty Python bit or Monty Python movie, and that those quotes are stuck in my head. That the imagery, that whole thing, sticks with me. Nothing really from Ace Ventura sticks with me. There's funny bits. You get a little chuckle here and there out of the stuff. It's funny. It's just not. It doesn't grab me the same way, I guess. I'm trying to think of some other big comedy movies that have come out. I mean, I also don't watch a lot of movies. I watch what I can see. And these days, what I can see is nothing. I mean, I don't have cable. I don't have cable. I don't own a lot of movies. I mean, I think I own 6 movies. This will give you an idea of my taste. I own Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Airplane, Spaceballs. Those are the comedies I own. The Steve McQueen classic Le Mans. Great racing movie. If you're a big racing fan, you haven't seen that movie, I think technically you can watch it on YouTube. I don't think you're supposed to be able to, but it's the whole movie's up there, or you can probably go buy it somewhere. I bought it somewhere pretty cheap. It's a fun movie. Little light on the story, but like just so real. You don't see that these days with movies. Let's see, Rush, which is probably the newest movie. Oh, there went another big bolt of lightning, and my monitor turned off when that happened. I really do not know what that is. It must be causing something to happen, but I'm not sure what. I might have to have building maintenance take a look at my wiring again, because it seems like something's odd. If a flash of lightning or my AC clicking on and off can cause my monitor to flicker. Seems like a problem, right? So let's see, I got Rush, which I like. It has some issues. And here's what tells you something is a good movie. So when I say it has some issues, and here's the issue I have, they say, oh, we're at Monza. No, it's not. That's Brands Hatch, I can tell. When it's really pedantic stuff like that, I'll kind of excuse it. Although with the amount of CG they did for other scenes, you guys probably could have just done some really high-end CGI for the course and the cars there, and I wouldn't have noticed. But I like that you tried to be authentic, but spend the extra money and just go to the track you say you're at. Monza's still there. Heck, the part of the track that you were pretending you were on is still there and hasn't changed, so I'm sure it had something to do with the budget, and there were reasons they didn't do it, but you know, there's a little bit here and there. It's polished stuff though, but the you know, that movie story's done very well, the acting is good. It all feels pretty real. There's a couple places where, you know, you can feel the CG creeping in here and there, but overall it feels very real. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 4. Big Trek fan. I mean, I actually would love if it was like a somewhat reasonable price to get, you know, Blu-ray or DVD of every episode of every series, because I really don't think I've seen every episode of Deep Space Nine. I know I haven't seen all of Enterprise, and I probably have seen most of the original series. I'm fairly certain I've seen every episode of TNG, though. There might be an episode here or there that I haven't seen very many times, but I feel like I've seen just about every one. And of course, there's a few of the movies I don't watch very often. But, you know, Wrath of Khan and Voyage Home are just great. And of course, if I'm going to talk about Star Trek, no, I really am not a big fan of the J.J. Abrams movies. Great movies, I just don't think they're great Star Trek. And I think that's the ultimate thing with Star Trek, though. Star Trek isn't set up for that movie format. It's really good at that, you know, hour TV spot length, where you kind of tell your little story, you tell your morality tale, whatever, you know, moral, lesson, meaning, whatever it is that you're trying to get across, you tell it, and then you're done. The movies don't go for that most of the time. It's oh, this is going to be a big action movie that has Star Trek characters in it, which they did very well at making a big action movie with Star Trek characters in it. I didn't like where they went. I didn't think it had a very Star Trek story, a very Star Trek message to it even. But at some point, I'm going to have to see the rest of those movies. I'm, at this point, just going to wait until they're done making them and then see what I think. Because maybe they'll win me back. Okay, we're going to get a couple spins out of this. There we go. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Ah. That's disappointing. But, you know, I'm also not one of those guys that's like, oh, yes, I love Star Trek, Star Wars sucks, and they both have their things. I always say when that argument comes up amongst people I'm talking to or hanging out with, it's Star Trek makes much better TV, is very good episodic. Star Wars makes really good movies. And to be fair, they've made some pretty good, especially recently, Star Trek TV. But not Star Trek, Star Wars. See, now I'm getting them backwards. But I think Star Wars really, like, the the base of it was set very well as a movie. And then, you know, George Lucas got the idea, well, was put in a position where everybody decided he was a genius. I'm not saying that he's bad or anything, but the constraints he had when making the original movie and then the, you know, Empire and Jedi, you know, the constraints that were placed on that production of people kind of coming in and giving him nudges here and there, I think it shows when you then compare it to where he was allowed to do whatever he wanted with the prequels. There's some great stuff in the prequels. There's some great dialogue in the prequels. Some great story. It's just, it's a little all over the place. Like, pretty much everything with Obi-Wan is great. Anakin, not so much. And, you know, the Palpatine stuff is pretty cool, but just, oh, that's what hurts me watching the prequels. There's some great stuff, and I really, really want them to be great and live up to the originals, and they just, they don't. They're not bad movies, per se. I mean, let's be frank. I will watch all the prequels before I'll watch, I don't know, The Room. I mean, they're bad movies, and the prequels are not in that level. They're just, if that's what Star Wars was, I don't think it would have the big thing around it that it does. If that makes any sense to anybody. Okay, we're checking our progress again. We are at 3 out of 3.66, so it might finish during this race. I don't know, I mean, certainly the worst thing Star Trek, I'm gonna keep saying the wrong one. Some other nerd needs to come kill me, like right now, if I'm gonna keep saying Trek and Wars backwards. Star Wars, worst thing they ever made, was definitely the holiday special. If you haven't seen that, I think it's on YouTube. Or you can at least find a review of it that pretty much shows you all the key bits. Oh my lord, that is not good. It is not good at all. And at the same time, there was some pretty bad Star Trek too. I mean, there were some pretty bad episodes of TNG even. I'm trying to think what my least favorite episode that I can say that I've watched a few times. That's probably hard. I mean, there's the easy ones to point out as being bad episodes for one reason or another. And I mean, every show has that. I don't think I've ever watched a show that every episode was great. Heck, I don't think I've ever watched a show that every episode was good. Oh, cool. Now I'm getting an alert that my controller batteries are low. Trying to think of an example of a show that I really like, but, you know, admittedly, it had some bad episodes. I mean, I think any show that you like, unless you're really kind of delusional, you know there's an episode that, or two, that just aren't good. And it's, you know, just about anything. Any media that they make, you know, more than one of, there's gonna have to be one that isn't good. You can't hit all the time. But the hope would be that out of all the things you make, that there are at least enough great ones that, you know, make it the thing, you know, it's like, oh, I want to introduce somebody to this. What will I show them? Show them the great one. Get them hooked on that. If they like it, then, you know, they'll be able to watch the ones that aren't good. There's still something to enjoy in your favorite show, even in the episodes that are bad. If it's, you know, a good enough show that it has some lasting power. There's even stuff in the bad episodes. It's gotta be. There may not be a lot there, but there's always something. At the very least, it gives you greater appreciation for the ones that aren't bad, right? Man, These streets are slick for some reason. This is one of those courses where I'm just so much quicker than the AI because I optimize how I go through some of these corners. I take a line that the AI don't want to take for some reason. They really slow themselves up for a couple of spots on this course where they don't really need to. Oh boy. And I'm just not slowing down for that at all. And this chicane coming up here is where I'm certain I'm making a lot of time on them. Because they seem to really check up here. Instead of taking, you know, a line like that where you just sort of knock out both corners pretty easy. And I also don't do it with this right hand. I don't know what accent that was supposed to be, so if you found that accent offensive, I apologize. And please tell me what ethnicity that is even offending so I can at least know what I need to do to make it less offensive. I think it might have been Welsh. Alright, well there's that championship down. Oh, it's gonna be another prize spin. What will we win? What do you do when your kid is a brat? That's a fun movie. Oh, a Maserati Gran Turismo S. That's a nice car to have. Okay, we're gonna check our down status while it loads. 3.37. It's probably going to be done here shortly. So we're going to drive out to the airfield and try to get going to Blizzard Mountain. By the time, whoops, wow, it really, tires really bit there, didn't they?
When it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Anyway, yeah, like anything you enjoy, there's you know something in there that isn't good, but you always have that appreciation for the good stuff, and there's always something worthwhile. I mean, even the worst movies ever made, there's got to be movies, shows, whatever. There's got to be something there for somebody to look at and get something from. Everything's worth something. Even if it's just a cautionary tale, it's worth something, right? Man, I love how much brighter these road markings are than the real ones I have to deal with at night. Around here, if it's raining at night, you might as well just give up on finding the lanes sometimes. Wow. This thing just flies, doesn't it? Granted, it's a hypercar. What do you expect out of that? Oh, come on, really? Thought I missed him. I don't know why I even bothered to rewind. Probably because there's a speed trap up here, isn't there? Are you serious? Okay. Did I hit him, or did he lurch over even further than what it looked like he was going to? Okay, that time I definitely sideswiped him, but come on. Well, we hit the bushes right before we got to the speed trap, so that's cool.
In 400 yards, bear left.
They want me to bear left.
400 yards, turn left.
Oh boy. We're off the road, we're off the road, we're off the road.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Ow. I think we got here before the download finished. Let's check, and then we'll see if maybe we can find this guy to challenge. I also need to get a cord plugged into this controller. It is so close to being done downloading. If we can find the guy that it wants us to challenge here and get a race out of him. It'll definitely be downloaded by the time that is over.
Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right.
Well, neither one of them's the guy. Yeah, that's not either.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, GPS, you can shut up. Ow. Jerk. Well, this won't be a hard race at all. Because he's in a truck and I'm in a hypercar. I'm sure he's taking a straighter route than the road, right? Yeah, it's gotta put me on the dirt, huh? Well, that's cool. Oh my lord, you guys seeing this? That happened as the notification that the download had completed popped up. That was cool. Still some kinks to work out, I see, Microsoft. Not even sure if we're gonna recruit this driver. No, he's got advantages over Foley. I'm just gonna keep swapping these guys in and out, huh? Okay, our marker's already set.
In 400 yards, bear right. Keep right.
Ooh, big air.
Recalculating route.
Oh boy, we're going over.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Hold on, everybody.
400 yards, turn left.
Okay, we are actually going this time. Alright, remember that whole spiel about how, you know, summer in the northern hemisphere is winter in the southern? Yeah, okay. I really don't know a whole lot of what to expect out of this. I've heard some really good things about this expansion, and I need more game to play, so... This probably wasn't the car for it, though.
Hey, Timothy. Ready for a change of scenery? Warren's just finished prepping the car you'll be driving. And because I'm sure you're eager to get going, I've organized some transportation. Courtesy of Horizon, of course. Wait. You're not afraid of heights, are you?
That chopper seems to be a mashup of about 2 or 3 different real helicopters. It has a cargo ramp. Why not drive the car into the back? This is a new loading screen. I've never seen this one before. Do you stop getting the Blizzard Mountain loading screens when you're loading Blizzard Mountain? Really? Okay, game. I know you want us to buy the DLC, but it's a really awful, weird way to try to get us to do it. Whoa! Another big flash of lightning outside. I'm just going to talk about things out the window. I don't know if the mic picked that one up, but that was a loud clap too. I mean, there's dark clouds, kind of more gray clouds at this point. Power lines. All right, here we go. Something's happening. Oh no, a cold kangaroo. This seems like some pretty extreme icing conditions to be flying a helicopter in. I think it's playing music in the background, so I'm sure that'll be a problem at some point. At least there's snow sticking to the car. That's cool. You're not going to just drop us at the top of this mountain, are you?
Boss, visibility is low, but this is the spot. Let me know when you're ready to drop.
You're going to drop me? You're just going to drop me. I can't see what button that prompt is asking for because it's underneath the bar. So we're going to hang here for a second until I can see it on the monitor, but he's just going to drop us, huh? I feel like that may have been a little high to drop us from.
Mate. See you at the bottom.
I have great hopes this is going to be fun and better than, you know, anybody that played the original Horizon that had the Rally DLC they did and discovered very quickly that that was just existing roads that were already there covered in dirt and disguised to be new, which was disappointing, although some of those roads would have made great rally stages to begin with.
Looks like you got company.
Am I supposed to be racing these guys, or is this like the intro to the game? Whoa. Whoa, big jump. Who needs roads, right? Whoops, 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 running wide. Whoa, big air. Ouch. Can't see a whole lot ahead of us when we go down like that. Whoa.
Snow tires should just about hold up on that frozen lake, boss. As long as it stays frozen.
Oh boy, we're going over the top of that guy. Whee! This is all scripted. Something looked wrong there.
Never doubted you for a second.
Something looked weird there, like the shadow wasn't where it was supposed to be. Looks a little chilly, doesn't it? We built that awful quick, too. Oh, cool. It's going to play music, even though I have music turned off. Let's see how long it does that for. La la, in the middle of the street, our house. So, an achievement. Welcome to base camp. Open the Blizzard Mountain Festival. There went the music.
All right, boss. while we get everything set up, why don't you tell me which one of these speaks to you?
Oh, man. Which one does speak to me? That is... I think it's got to be the Subaru. I really like the modern car. I mean... But those are free anyway. Whereas this one's on sale free. So I got to take the one that's on sale free, right?
Nice choice. I'll set it up with snow tires before you take it out.
If I remember reading the achievements correctly, there is one to win a race in this expansion without snow tires, so I don't know what you'd have to do that, but... Well, I always like to have the extra lights. Lord. Oh, some cool lightning out there. So let's see, okay. They already, okay. There are no tire options. So I'm a bit befuddled what he means when he says he's, whatever. Not worried about it. So if we go here, actually would have been nice if they had sorted the, let you pick the manufacturer. Don't you think? I mean, the older games used to do that. You were able to pick manufacturer and then look at their cars. I think I would have liked that. I mean, you can sort of still do that with the bumpers, but it's a bit annoying. Oh, okay. I don't know why that wasn't something that showed up as available earlier. Okay, yeah, so I can just get that for free anyway, so I don't know why you wouldn't go for the one that isn't defaultly a free car. Any cool designs? I guess I'll stick with this default livery for now. I'll put my own livery on it later. But we want to get out there and hit these fresh new roads, see what there is to do out here, right? Okay, I bet you there's some light upgrading we can do. That's seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? Alright, let's take this thing out. Oh, cool. It's just gonna play music.
Welcome to Blizzard Mountain. This is King of the Mountain, a tournament to crown Horizon's best driver on snow and ice. Since you've got more than enough fans already, we'll be awarding stars instead. Earn stars to progress through each round of the tournament. Win enough and you'll reach the Kingmaker. Win that and the crown is yours.
Okay. So... Alright, so there's, you know, it's a decent sized map. It's not as big as the base map, but why is there music all of a sudden?
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. 200 yards, keep left. Keep left. Keep left. Keep left.
I heard a few years back they had to close this park because of the avalanches. They go down the mountain at like 200 miles an hour. That just sounds like a challenge to me.
Why did it move me backwards when I did that?
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'll turn around. I'm gonna go up the road and turn around so I can actually hit it with some speed.
In 400 yards, bear left. Keep left. Keep left. You have arrived at your destination.
Achievement! Just getting started. Earn your first star at Blizzard Mountain. Oh, ow. Big crash. Oh, there's apparently boards out here too. Ow. Let's see what this spot looks like.
There you go. Australia. Also available in white.
Oh, okay, well, that just dropped us out in a snowstorm, didn't it? And I hate it when it does that.
There you go.
Yeah, we saw this before. I was trying to do the prize spin you said I had. Not enter the thing again. You guys can see how that all popped up on screen if you roll the tape back, but come on. So what I'm going to do, instead of trying to go with the quick prompts on screen, we got 2 wheel spins now. Let's take these wheel spins, see if we get anything good. Well, that was hot garbage. Spin again! Yeah, that one wasn't much better, but it earned us... We got 70,000, so I'm going to buy a third spin. Here we go, spinning, spinning, spinning. We won an Alfa Romeo 4C. That's a nice little sports car. Man, I really can't see much. Oh, big bolt of lightning outside my real window. Oh, it's an XP board. Turn around and hit it. Okay, we got it. Visibility is pretty garbage right now. Okay, it's getting better now. I'm just gonna go for the XP boards I know I can get real easy, but driving around out here will at least unlock all their locations if they're near the road, so. I'm seeing my GPS and not liking where this is going.
Never been much of a wintry type. You know, give me a nice warm garage any day, but this is nice. This is nice.
Oh boy, here comes the sneeze. Alright, so we found another board. Oh man. Okay, where are we? Okay, pique my curiosity. I guess I can go out a ways out here. Oh boy, can't really see much, can we? Alright, let's do a race. Oh, I got an achievement. Snowboating. Get 100,000 score in one chain in the Subaru. Okay. So we get 1 star for finishing, 2 for winning, 3 for finishing, winning, and earning 8,000 skill points. I think that's doable. Okay, well we got the skill point target. So all we have to do is win. Here we go for the lead. Well, we're only halfway. get away from this guy if I want this to be comfortable. Trying to figure out what the deal is with those cones. I think they're trying to keep you off of ice, but that ice didn't really seem to affect the car all that much. Okay, we're getting near the finish. Big jump. No, it wasn't as big as I thought it would be. There's the finish.
Great driving. You're getting back to basics, showing people how you came to be boss in the first place. This is good for you.
Achievement! Triple star performance. Earn 3 stars at a single route at Blizzard Mountain. Level up. We won another car. It's not one I'm terribly excited about, but we'll go see what we can do with it, because
Well,
we're in the wrap-up phase
just
here.
when I think you can't surprise me anymore, you break out a drive like that. That's 3 stars.
Because IndyCar race is coming up soon, and I actually want to watch it. IndyCar from Phoenix. If
Hey,
you're
boss,
watching
I found the
this,
event schedule unattended on Kira's desk. Look, she just
Oh,
left
another
it there,
achievement.
so I made some
Ding, ding.
adjustments.
reach round 2.
Here's what we came up with.
But anyway, IndyCar race tonight from Phoenix, so I'm looking forward to that. I want to catch that race.
Turn right.
It'll give me an idea what they're going to look like when they come to town later in the year. Okay, festival site's off over there somewhere, right? Oh! Ow. Was that a different traffic car that I just brutally ended? No, it wasn't. It's the one we've seen before, but oh boy. Are we? Yeesh. Okay, we're gonna stop fiddling with the camera then. Some XP board over here. How did I miss that? Oh, there it is. I'll be curious what it's like to drive these roads without a car that has the snow tires. Alright, so we unlocked this. We're going to take this car out real quick on these roads and see what it's like to drive something that apparently doesn't have snow tires. In a place it has no business being. Sound like a plan to anybody else? But first, just make sure there's nothing cool we can do. Like, sometimes I get surprised by a car and find out, oh yeah, you could put a really cool body kit on that one. I don't really know what the point of that is, but we'll do it. Okay, so I can put snow tires on the car. I'm not going to. We're going to put sport tires on it. We're going to drop it a little closer to the ground and see if we can take some weight out without bumping it up a class. That's what we're going to do. Okay. And just for grins, gonna see if there's a paint color that I like better than the red, but red's a good color on this car, I think. Although, I think I like this red better. It's got more depth to it. I think what this car could use is some nice, like, Italian flag pinstriping like I did on whatever that was. I did that too. But I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that. We're going to find out.
You sure you don't want me to put snow tires on that for you?
No, I don't want snow tires. I want to see what happens. Did the game crash or what?
Hey, boss.
No, there we go.
You'll probably find it easier if I put snow tires on the car. Come back to the garage. I'll get you fixed up.
They're really insistent on that, huh? I mean, it's not terrible without them. It's a little slidey. Yeah, it's pretty skatey, but it's not like it's impossible or anything. Okay, we're gonna go get this XP board. Then we're gonna call it. Wow, you get off the road, it gets bad though. Okay, where's this board? Is it in the back of this house? There it is. Alright, well, we're going to call it for now. It's been fun. And we'll see you with more. We're going to finish this expansion on stream. And probably about the time we finish with it, the new Hot Wheels one will be out. So we got more stuff for you.